Hash browns are for wimps. You can do better. We're making a potato galette. It's French. Peel 1 large potato. Cheesecloth. Grate. Twist and wring. Wring out the excess moisture. Heat 8-inch skillet, medium-low heat. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons canola oil, peanut oil, or leftover bacon fat. Add half of the potato. Freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano. Remaining potato on top. Salt. Cook 5 to 6 minutes until golden on the bottom. Turn up the heat to medium to make sure it's nice and golden. 1 to 2 minutes. See how it's nicely golden around the edges? It's time to flip. Flip. Add a little more oil so it doesn't burn. Cook medium-low heat 5 to 6 more minutes. Salt, pepper, parsley, Parmigiano Reggiano, dill. Oh yeah.
A lot of people have asked me to make this. Yeah, we can do that. Why did I do that? We're gonna start with a barbecue sauce. Small pan. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. 1/2 cup of ketchup. 1/2 cup of cider vinegar.
1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce.
Onto the stove. Heat medium.
Bring that up to a nice simmer
And reduce for 5 minutes. And your basic barbecue sauce is done. It's time to make the sauce.
5 tablespoons of your barbecue sauce.
5 tablespoons of mayo. 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard. 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard.
1 tablespoon of shoyu.
1 garlic clove. Grated. Give that some whiskey business. That's the last time I'm saying it.
A magical place. You're gonna need some chicken. Oh yeah. Salt.
The nugget.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I'm in class.
Which one is better? Number 1 or number 2? The first one. You're goddamn right.
McDonald's McNuggets. Start with that chicken breast. Go ahead and cut it up into little cubes, and we're gonna blend it in batches, and we're gonna pulse it. You could use a grinder if you have one, but I don't have one. I'm guessing a lot of you don't have one. You could use a blender, works just as good. Season the meat with a bunch of salt and pepper, and then the key to shaping your nuggets is to keep your hands wet so it doesn't stick to you. So you feel me? We made a few McDonald's shapes, and we went off with some dinosaurs, made a country, and look at that. I don't know what that is. Throw it into the freezer for like 2 hours. For the dry mix, we're going to go flour, cornstarch, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, mix it up. For the wet batter, we're going to go eggs, 1/2 cup of water, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and whip that up. Then once your nuggets are hard, we're going to go dry, wet, and then leave on there. And then once you do that, you're going to heat up some oil. Once it bubbles around the stick, the wood, the chopstick, throw them into the oil. Make sure they don't stick to each other. Fry them for about 2 minutes each side. Take them out, and you got chicken McNuggets. Yes,
Trust me when I say this is how you make a high-level steak. What better way to celebrate 1 million followers by showing you how I cook the best filet mignon ever? Now let's go! Temper 30 minutes, then lightly cover in oil. Rosemary salt. If you know, you know. Sergeant Gilbert reporting for duty. Finely ground. Now roll the edge. Bring your pan up to medium-high heat. Little avocado oil and sear. Flip after about a minute. Stick with me. By the end of this video, you're gonna understand the technique. Now rest 2 minutes. Drop the heat of the pan to low and add 5 tablespoons of butter. When the butter's starting to foam, put the steak back. Constantly baste. Every 30 seconds, turn the meat. Keep basting. When it hits about 90 internal, rest 5 minutes. Drop some crushed garlic in your butter. Heat back on, steak back in, and continue to baste. Drop in some thyme. When it hits 125 internal, blast the heat and baste for 1 minute. Now, one final 6-minute rest. Before we do the reveal, if you're getting value from this, please remember to like the post. And if you want to become a god in the kitchen, just hit that follow button. Woo! Oh my lord. You know I love you, Anima!
Today, we're cooking chicken fried rice on the Blackstone. Start with 2 large chicken breasts, cut into strips. Then cut into cubes. Chop up some garlic. Dice 1 onion. Add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to your chicken, a pinch of baking powder, a squirt of vegetable oil, a squirt of soy sauce, This is going to keep your chicken moist and give it a nice crust. And don't forget the pepper. Use your wok if you want. Start with vegetable oil. Add the chicken. Add the onions and garlic. Chicken's cooked. Add the rice. And the peas and carrots. Add some butter. 4 eggs. Mix it all together. Sesame oil. Dark soy sauce. Soy sauce. And
Some flaky salt.
Start with that chicken thigh, pat it dry. Get them all in a bowl. Season them all with Tabasco, cayenne, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Mix it up until it looks just like that. 2 cups of flour, cayenne, paprika, cornstarch, salt, and pepper. Mix it up. That's the flour mix. 2 eggs, buttermilk. Want to mix that up. Pour that over the chicken. Mix up the chicken, get it in there, and let it sit. Then coat the chicken very well in the flour. Spicy mayonnaise, paprika, cayenne, Tabasco. Simple. Mix. Oil in. Check that it's hot enough. Has to be hot enough. You want to hear that noise. Chicken thigh, 5 to 6 minutes each side, golden brown, then flip. After that, take it out just like that. Toasted brioche bun, spicy mayonnaise both sides, pickles, that chicken, top it. Yes.
Some flaky salt.
Of course I'll show you how to make an over easy egg, and it is not a silly question. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. That's how you learn. First thing you're going to do is set your stove to medium heat, not too low, not too high, and then you're going to need a good non-stick pan. If you don't have one, you're going to need to use some cooking spray or some butter. Once that pan's hot to the touch, crack your egg in there and don't touch it. You don't have to do anything right now. I will make sure the egg is centered directly over the burner, and then you have about 30-40 seconds of doing nothing. This is a good time to hit it with some P&S. Now, once the thinner whites along the edges are cooked all the way through and you just have the center raw whites, hit it with some water and cover it. Now, here's the deal. An over easy egg does get flipped, but a lot of people are intimidated to flip eggs and afraid to break the yolk. Doing it this way, we will still achieve that over easy egg without having to flip the egg. Keeping it covered on low until that water evaporates produces a perfect runny yolk every time.
Yo, this is how you make shrimp fried rice. Ooh. So you're gonna need your rice, onion, carrot, eggs, shrimp. Basically, it's 1-to-1 ratio with 1 rice and 1 of everything here. We're gonna start with a splash of oil, eggs, another one. Scramble that joint up. Put your egg to the side. A little bit more oil, half a tablespoon of garlic, about 3 tablespoons of scallion. Woo! That's what we call pagitum right here. 150 grains of shrimp. Once the shrimp is cooked about 80%, throw in your onion, 50 grains of carrot, season it with salt, pepper. Yo, anything is good with salt and pepper, but this is my secret. Butter. Throw in your bowl of rice, a tablespoon of soy sauce on your rice, half a tablespoon of sesame oil. Now break that joint up, baby. Put your eggs back right in.